Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Lorraine from the Sacred Alchemist 1111. I do hope that you all are having a very restful and beautiful Sunday today. It's an extra special day today because it is August the 8th, 2021, and it is the Leo season, obviously. It's the Lionsgate portal. But also what's extra special is that we have the sun in Leo and the moon in Leo as well. So we've got a new moon for Leo, and we have the sun in Leo as well. So we have just got a very action-packed, high vibrational, energy kind of day today. If you can resonate with those kind of vibes, okay, those kind of energies. Before we get stuck into today's reading, I wanted to actually do the reading today. So I wanted to really feel a lot of these vibes today. I wasn't going to do it the previous couple of days. I felt like I really wanted to just get in to today's reading, okay, on today itself. So before we do, I just want to just go over a couple of a few comments that was left with regards to, well, just in general, to previous readings. But one that's sticking out for me was the one that I'd done, I think it was the other day. Yeah, and I think I was talking about like, you have to go, but you shall return. Okay. There was a section, now, as you know, like the messages that is coming through during the reading is what I get on that particular day, okay? It is general, and whatever is said, you can always take what resonates and leave the rest. But there was a section that I'd mentioned about like for some people it will be about them transitioning from this world and then to come back again, okay, to be incarnated, if that, to come back into this world again. Now that necessarily wouldn't apply to every single person, okay? That will probably just be like a very small few, or it could be even somebody that that could actually have like that they may be facing some kind of illness or whatever, and it's their time to go. It more would have signified death of the current person as you know yourself today, death of the ego, death of the old ways of thinking, like major arcana, the death card, and it's all about the transformation. In most cases, it's not about you actually physically dying. It is more than likely about you having to travel somewhere else, to leave your hometown behind in order to go to another place, another city, another country, in order to get more spiritual guidance, spiritual enlightenment. And then that means that you will be able to transform your life in that way. And then just become a stronger and better person for yourself, because it's all about you reaching your higher level of consciousness at the end of the day. And there was people that, just sort of like assumed that that was solely what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. So I just wanted to kind of clarify that and just clear that bit up for you. Remember, guys, as I said, these readings are general. This is not a personal reading. Always try to just take whatever little bits that you want from the reading. Try not to fit the whole reading that is said in your whole life, your whole situation. For some people, they feel that everything resonates for them. Everything would feel like a personal reading that is being said to them, and that's really great. If that is truly how you feel about the reading, that it felt like everything that was mentioned was really about your situation, okay? Because this is about the collective, and I know that for some of us, we're all, we might be in the same boat, different timelines, but slightly different situation. But we all feel as if we're pitted against we're facing strong opposition from people who don't understand us, who don't want to understand us, and who would rather want to manifest and doing us harm, rather than manifesting goodness for us as we are obviously extending goodwill to everybody else, or definitely about protecting our energies as well and forming these boundaries. All right, so it's fine if nobody agrees with you. But those people that don't are the people that will be, moved away from your life eventually. It takes, a bit of time for that to happen, and then it's just going to be given the space that is required for those new people to come through, where you will all be able to sort of agree and live in harmony. Okay. And having that kind of peaceful lifestyle that you want. If you're surrounded by a lot of people that is causing you so much discord, and trouble sleeping at night, then if you move away from them, if there's many of them and it's just you move away from them, then you've automatically changed your life for the better. All right. Now, okay, there was a mention about the thumbnail that I was using for about Lot's wife. Now, with that, I actually found that on it wasn't scanned through; it was just found on the website. Sorry, not on the website, on the internet, on Google Images. So I kind of used that. Now, somebody actually asked me if I was a Jehovah Witness. My parents were when I was a child growing up, and I had a book called a Bible called My Book of Bible Stories, and it was more tailored for smaller children at that time to understand about the Bible. And I was fascinated with the book. I was about around about 6 or 7 years old at the time when I'd got that book, or probably a bit younger. And I remember that picture, and when I saw it on Google, it sort of really brought me back, gave me fond memories of during that time, before I was 7 years old, and then after 7, my whole life just sort of went into so many different directions. But that was a nice memory that I had of that image with Lot's wife. It did frighten me a little bit, and I was like, wow. But I was more, I don't know, it was just something about the images that I'd really liked. So that was where I got that from, and obviously that was to answer somebody's question with regards to my faith at currently during that time as well. Social media reduction, yes, somebody mentioned about social media reduction. I'm totally on agree with you on that. I don't have Twitter. I have, well, had a personal Instagram, but I deleted it, and I more have it for my Sacred Alchemist account more than anything else. I do have a personal Facebook account. I hardly use it, and to be honest, I don't even know what to kind of write. I don't feel any kind of connection to it. So what I was going to do, I was actually thinking of getting rid of it. And then I was thinking about setting up a page for the Sacred Alchemist, to reach out to those who do have the social media, and to just form like a private group page in that way, and to share the content in that way. So I'm still kind of like on the fence about that. I haven't actually decided yet. But yeah, I just feel that with the way how things are going, where social media is concerned, I totally have reduced it dramatically. I think from about probably 75%, to be honest. I don't even have TikTok. I don't really have is it Tumblr and stuff like that. I just kind of edging away from those things now. With regards to say like YouTube right now, I would more watch meditations, listen to binaural beats, watch videos based on discussions about spirituality, metaphysics, philosophy, documentaries, etc. Rather than watching lots of tarot readings, unless they are about my soul path or my soul growth. All right. Because as I said, guys, like literally, with regards to the reason why I kind of stopped really focusing so much on the readings based on the divine masculine or the distorted masculine in a sense, with regards to his karmic. It was just keeping us stuck, okay, and it was keeping myself stuck. So I stopped watching those readings, unless I'm compelled to, unless I'm guided to. I don't really watch them. There's no need for me personally speaking. But now there's no need for me to do that. I'm more focused on what is my spiritual growth? What are the energies surrounding me today? What is it that I need to know on a day-to-day basis? If it does mention something about my person, then that's great. But even then, I'm more focusing more on myself. I've been in a situation before, quite a few times where I focused on other people and I neglected myself. And that was just basically a big mistake for me, because it meant then that was a lot of years for me to kind of rectify, to get to know myself, to get to know who I am as a person, what I'm trying to achieve for myself. Where do I see myself in 4 years' time or 5 years' time? And there was a time that I couldn't even answer that question about myself. And if you find yourself asking that same question, you don't know what the answer is, then you need to do a little bit more looking within yourself. And if you're around somebody and you ask them, well, where do you see yourself in the next few years or whatever, and they don't know, then you can suggest that to them. Or you may find yourself energetically withdrawing from them because they're not on your frequency. Okay. So I'm also really careful as well about who I follow on social media. So on YouTube, where I might be subscribed to some channels. A prime example was Sadhguru, and there was something that I love Sadhguru's quotes. Certain things that he says I really resonate with, but there was something that he had said some time ago during a sort of like a little a speech, like a conference kind of thing. I'll have to find the segment, but it was to do with population control and trying to find a reduction for it. But it was the way how it was said. It was as if like it was, and I've heard obviously from other people, other sort of certain people complaining that the world is too much people and this is another, and it kind of shifted my perspective as to him as a person and his impact that he had and still has, as sort of like as an influencer over the mindsets of people. Okay. And it's changed. You're starting to see people differently, no matter how much of a high regard you have for them. There could be something that they say and it just changes, okay, forever changes. And then it just makes you want to become more discerning with regards to if you hear of him again or hear of her again or any other person, it should trigger you into now becoming more discerning about what you will want to have, receive any kind of like quotes or anything from them, if you're going to receive it and hold it within you, or you're just going to let that go. So it just really changed the way how I kind of viewed him. Obviously most of the other things that he said, yes, beautiful, fantastic, and I even shared it with you guys as well. Okay, but that segment alone, that bothered me. The reason being, because I know some of you were like, well, why did it bother you? There is no who really is the person that makes that decision where life or reproduction is concerned. Okay. To me, they are not the creator of this planet. Okay, they were the ones that they're just here to live an experience through their own eyes, as an individual, as a multidimensional being. Most of these official records or accounts of how many people there are in this world, sometimes you don't even know if that's even accurate within itself. Okay, everybody has a right to live. Okay, there's a right to life. Everybody has that right. Everybody has a right to be successful. Everybody has a right to their opinion, which, yes, he made his opinion, but it was something that I didn't agree with. And again, I always keep saying, or you take what resonates. Even when you listen to readings from me, readings from other people, if it doesn't resonate with you, you don't feel obliged to love and like the reading or whatever we said. If you don't like it, put a down like to it. You don't like it, if you like it, put an up like to it. If you don't like it, you don't have to, there's no law that says that you must, and you better do it, or you better like it, or you better put, that you love it. No. That is down to you. You are the person that makes those decisions at the end of the day, because I respect your free will. Okay? It's really important, guys, because it's really about what you do that makes your life more easy for yourself. You can listen to me or other readers as well, and if you're not taking action on yourself and you're applying it to your situation, you end up being stuck. Or if you're focusing so much on like your the person that you're dealing with, you're going to end up forgetting about yourself. But you are the one that makes that decision at the end of the day. All right. So I just wanted to kind of clear things up on there. Now, we're going into now the downloads that I got with regards to today's Lionsgate portal. Right. So there's a feeling of like, where manifestations are concerned, where your intentions are concerned, there needs to be reflecting, reorganizing, and retaking again. If things weren't working out for you in terms of the time scale for when you expected them to happen, it takes time. So say for argument's sake, if you're going to be using sigil magic to enhance your intentions and to bring about your manifestations a lot more quicker, remember that these results can take anywhere from a couple of months, even up to a couple of years in some cases, okay? Because it's all down to if you have a lot of karmic debts to pay off, if you still have loose ends to tie up, if there are situations where you could be in a situation with somebody and they are trying to probably even cut themselves off from you, okay? Because it's not always about you, it's about, other people as well, that they may want to have some kind of life experience with you to teach them something. We are all each other's teachers and we are all each other's students. We're here to learn from each other, okay? But it's like the timing, okay? And I always feel that it's sometimes as well, when things do take time to come in, I feel that it's also the universe's way of testing, it's just making sure to see, well, this is where your patience and commitment is being tested, okay? Are you going to be able to sort of like have the patience? Are you going to be able to be grateful for when it actually arrives, when it does? The divine timing, that we always say, are you really able to just really hold out for when you actually get that? Because again, as I always say, there's certain people around you that are blocking your blessings that need to be removed from your life in order for that space to clear and for those results to come through. There could be something that you might have done wrong with regards to maybe the way how your mindset was at the time. So it's about readdressing those issues. If you were speaking in lack language instead of light language, so lack language would be things about like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. I don't have my house, I don't have my car, I don't have my my job, I don't have enough money. But then it's like, okay, you want those things, but you're going to have to change the way how you say it. If you keep saying you want or you don't have, the universe is going to continue to leave you in an energy of want because you don't have it. It's a lack energy. So if you want a car, you say, I am in receipt of receiving my new car of my dreams. And also to be in that energy, feel the energies and the emotions of what it feels like to be driving the car of your dreams. And even if you get a picture, you stick it on your vision board, okay, so that you can really, really sit and feel that out. And that's a great way of trying to bring it in instead of saying, oh, I don't have a car yet, I don't drive yet. Get those lessons. There's always There needs to be action as well that's been taken, that you have to take in order to bring it in as well. It's not about just sitting there and waiting for it to come into, in that way. It's not going to work that way, especially if you're having that feeling of like, oh, I want, okay? An alternative way is, an alternative and better way can be found for your solution. So again, it's, as I said, reflecting on, your thinking, your feelings, then to reorganize your intentions and your words, and then to retake it, go after it again and see what happens if it works for you in that situation, okay? You are already in the process of change. Live to see it through. Live with that energy, live with that intention. Hold on to that energy. Live to see it through. Live to see another day. Be thankful, be grateful for everything that you're in receipt of. You have everything that you need in order to make shit happen, okay? And if you have that early detection of doubts that is creeping in, shift the mindset. Okay, because as we know that emotions, where emotions are concerned, energy plus emotion equals emotion. So your feelings must be heightened and aligned to best drive you forward towards your goals. All right. Definitely do not let anyone's opinions of your path alter your thinking unless it aligns with your frequency. So again, as I was mentioning before, like with regards to certain things that you hear on the tarot, or like, with regards to certain recommendations and suggestions, if it aligns with what you are feeling right now and it's like, yep, I'm going to go for that, then that is great. Go for it. Okay. If it aligns with your frequency. People are like radio stations. You can always change a channel that's best suited to your preference or your taste. Okay. You've got all kinds of divination tools that's at your disposal. At your disposal. But it doesn't mean anything if your heart and mind are closed off, all right? And also many books have many answers. So research and develop yourself. So it's definitely about intentions, manifestations, taking actions, holding that space, holding that energy in order to bring about what it is that you want. Now, with regards to these, this is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Now, I took out the deck. This is at the bottom, which was the intention, the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And then when I cut the deck, we've got the boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. So as I just mentioned before, with regards to certain readers that you're watching, you need to always protect your energies. Protect your energies, even when you're watching readings from me as well. Any person that you get, into contact with, protect your vibes. All right. Everything that is going well with you is because you're the one that's making it happen. Okay. And try to stay as positive as possible. Even when I was doing those kind of readings that was speaking about certain things that it felt like it was a bit negative. This is what it's not always going to be positive readings, because this is about the power that you have within you, guys, to harness the light and the dark forces to create that balance, to be powerful enough as in that priestess energy of making sure that you can balance out the light and the dark. Shadow work is very imperative right now. And if there's any area of your life right now that you feel, that there's certain things that is preventing you from moving forward, always look and go within. Anytime. It doesn't matter how famous this person is, how loved they are or whatever like that. If there's anything that you're not like that doesn't feel right with you, always go within. So yeah, create those boundaries, guys. Create them. Okay. If I do a reading and it's even like there's certain things that like I feel like, yeah, I can resonate with what's said there in that reading. Yep, great. Or anything else, no, I disagree with it, or I'm not going to take it on board. All right, so that's even for me with my own readings. And I do protect my own vibes too. Must always cleanse and just, shift the focus. Guys, let's get stuck in. Let's get stuck into your reading. This is for the Lionsgate energy. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Priestess of Lights. Let's see what we've got. We've got adjustments, looking back, moving forward. So as I was just mentioning, okay, readjusting, reevaluating certain things in your past that was not, really bringing you the results that you wanted. Okay, it's very, very important, guys. Okay, if there's anything that you are trying to pull in and bring into your life right now, and there's certain things that it wasn't coming through, you needed to just make sure that you needed to just reflect on certain things and then retry again. You know that saying that says, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. But if you succeed, if you try and you fall down in it, you don't succeed that time, pick yourself back up, but re-evaluate, reflect on what it is and see if there's any adjustments that are required to then help you to then go after it again, attempt it again and see what needs to happen. This is why with most of us that are in separation, with our, persons, it's because of these adjustments that we need to make within ourselves that are very, very much required in order to bring about this change. And then sometimes it's like, okay, well, let's see if we can reconnect again. Let's see. All right. The next thing we've got is friendship, support, fun, unity, and play. Fantastic. I do like this because, again, this is telling me about the tribe energy. People that are going to be on your wavelength, people that can understand you, people that will be able to feel out your vibes and be like, yeah, well, I've been there before, and it's worked for me, and maybe it can work for you in this way. But you're getting that support, and sometimes it's like, sometimes you guys don't even have to speak. You could be in the same area, in the same room, but you don't even have to speak to each other. You probably don't even have to look at each other, but you feel each other's energy. Okay, and it's just that real lovely vibe that that you're not on your own in that. Okay, there's going to be a lot of that taking place, definitely over the next few months. And we have got sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy, stepping into your divine being, your divine purpose. Okay, you know what I was picking up on as well. The way how you, if this is only going to be for those who resonate with this, so please just take this bit as it resonates. For some of you that have also detached from your person, you are now looking at your body, your area is, down there, as being sacred. Okay, you don't want to be giving yourself or putting yourself in a position with that person or any other person, if they are not high vibrational like yourself, any kind of bodily fluids exchanged or energy exchange, you are just, I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to make you sound like frigid or anything like that, but because of the amount of hard work that you've put in for yourself, it's that you don't want to spoil yourself in that kind of way, spoil and ruin everything and dismantle everything that you have done in your, on your journey. All right. And with the ancestral legacy, for some of you guys, it's about picking up where your grandfather, your grandmother left off. If there were people who was always doing for others, being of service to others. And if you feel that that is part of what it is that you want to do, like set up for shamans as well, if it's passed down through generations, then you can pick that up. If that is, what it is that your purpose is for, then that is, again, another reason why you just want to keep yourself in that kind of pure light, pure flame energy. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have got sensuality, feminine, wisdom, passion. Again, what I just mentioned with regards to, that area down there. I'm not saying that you're a frigid person, because you're not. If you want to connect in that kind of way, again, that person has to be on that kind of wavelength with you. They have to kind of like be your protector, be your extra pair of eyes, be your extra pair of ears, be able to advise you in that kind of way where you can both respect one another's input into any kind of decision makings that there's making. And I'm hearing confidant. You are each other's confidant. This beautiful connection where it starts off in this strong friendship energy, it will last a lifetime. Interesting. And this passion as well. Wow. Okay. So that's that one. Let's head into the work your light. So messages that we get for the feminines. awakening, yes, 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 energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So again, with what I was just saying with regards to, just having a go, bringing these new cycles in. I do feel that there's going to be some more kind of tell moments that's coming through as you are rediscovering yourself, going deeper and further within. This is definitely where I feel that if you were putting off certain things that happened like at least 15, 20 years ago, having to, reconcile with that part of yourself that you kind of neglected or whatever, and trying to like become more whole within yourself. There's a lot of, to me, I'm just hearing there's a lot of making up to do. There's a lot of making up to do. There's a certain part of your life that you felt angry about yourself for making that decision, for making that mistake. I feel it's about going back in and reconciling with that part of you, forgiving yourself, very much on that self-love vibe as well. Okay. And again, receiving more upgrades as well as time goes by, because again, it's to do with your progress. And once you're putting in the work, the universe is going to give you more upgrades. You're going to feel a little bit more able to like do more for yourself because your emotions have changed. You see a brighter outlook for your life. Before, probably a couple of years ago, when you was in your shadow work, you certainly wouldn't have been able to be feeling in that kind of way at all, because there was just so much work that was going on. I'm hearing that there's also, I'm hearing you say, somebody saying there's always a time and place for everything. Right now, you know what it's like to be in that kind of fun vibe. But I feel that right now that you just really just want to get this out of the way so that you can get to the good part. You need to get through this part first. And then, yes, I'll be able to have my fun. I'll be able to be with my friends. I'll be able to have my people around me. But I just got my sleeves rolled up and I'm digging my hands in the dirt. Okay. A new way of being. For some of you as well, I'm picking up like, what is New Earth going to look like? What do you want it to look like? What do you want to have as your input? How are you going to contribute as part of the community that you're looking to join yourself to, or you're looking to build a community for yourself as well? Some of you are looking to become community leaders. So that's another thing as well. Wow, the crumbling. We are definitely in this. We're definitely in this. To me, this just looks like the matrix is crumbling. It should even have like and then you put the little triangle thing up there. Matrix is crumbling. Yeah. What is it that you're clinging on to? What is it that I'm clinging on to? What are we clinging on to? Okay. I think for me personally speaking, it's the adjustments of that are required where learning to grow your own food, homesteading is concerned. Okay, taking that patience to know how to grow food from seedlings and then to plant them, because there's going to come that time that I'd like to do that, to try not be as dependent on others so much and try to work it out for myself. Okay, and it might feel a bit fearful, but again, being able to become more self-sufficient is something that, I think for many of us, we're trying to work on as well. The crumbling of obviously the dismantling of what we're seeing around us right now, the banking system, the news, everything like that that's going on around us, because it's unavoidable. And it's, all of these divine changes that's taken place, it's really come to that time where it has to happen. We're already in the new age of Aquarius right now, a new cycle that has begun since December. And we're just really just in the thickle of it. Remember, we're in the storm. So what do? We've got to hold on. Adjustments are required. And as crazy as it sounds and seems around us, we still got to try and be high vibrational. We got this going on. We're spiritually ambidextrous. All right. Let me just pull one more card. Because you know that better days are coming ahead. Some of you have had your dreams as well that show you what it's going to be like. And look at that, Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, as I was just saying. It's happening. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Just opening up those doors and just ascending into this beautiful, beautiful energy. Look at these sceneries around. And for some of you that want to know, well, what does the new earth look like? That's for you to create. You need to be in that energy of co-creating with the universe. If this is something that really attracts you, and you're trying to visualize, probably this is where you guys want to try and relocate to somewhere like this. It's giving me Thailand, it's giving me Bali, it's giving me South America, Costa Rica, those kind of places. That the most places that was the least disturbed with development from the old world, you know. So those kind of tropical kind of islands and countries and stuff like that, where you know, you can have a really better chance of living. But some of you as well that are in the city, there's a lot of fantasizing going on with these kind of places as well. And I feel for some of you guys, it kind of overwhelms you. You need to kind of just take, I'm hearing drip by drip, bit by bit. Yeah. So please just try to just be, I know it's easier said than done, especially if you're really looking to get out and, you know, like, you know, this feeling of like fleeing or escaping from, you know, like a sinking ship. Okay. But you guys just need to just really just focus on working within a lot more and trying to be in this energy of creating that vibe, and aligning yourself with people who are going to be able to uplift you and then for you to uplift others. This to me, I know that this challenge is, it's like it's going to get worse before it gets better. This is all about the preparation that we're going through as well, the art of letting go. Okay. And then in order to create, this is not working for us, but this is. Underneath the bottom of the deck, aligning your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? This is, hold on, let me just get my book a minute. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Definitely interesting. That's come up. So it's definitely about some alignments that needs to be happening in order to readjust. We are all going through this right now. Most certainly aligning what needs to change. I was even thinking about even taking up fishing. I've never fished in my freaking life before, but it's something that I have an interest in now. Somebody that I know actually fishes on a regular basis. And they get, you know, they come home and they get their fish and they will fry it the same day and they do this and that. But it's also for therapy as well, for relaxation. And I thought, wow, I really need to be, you know, I really need to be on that vibe, on that level. Just being very natural again, not relying on any convenience stores or stuff like that, you know. So again, having to live with, you know, your natural beauty. Another thing as well. All right. Appearance. If you're somebody that used to dye your hair all the time, then all of a sudden now you're going to just decide, you know something, I'm just going to leave my hair natural. It's natural color. Am I still going to be accepted by society? Of course you're going to be accepted. I'm not talking about by the superficial ones that are so 3D and low vibrational. No, I'm talking about people who are going to see you and love you for who you are because you're a natural beauty. You're unique, and how you know, how you were made and brought into this world, you're going to be accepted. Of course you are. Don't nobody tell you otherwise. And don't allow the ego, the fearful side of you, convince you that that's the case, because no, that's not the case. That's not true. Okay, inner earth, you'll survive this. Of course you will. New solutions and beginnings, of course. Again, this is, I mean, you know what? It's like life is a blank canvas and you are the artist. You can create anything as beautiful as you want it to be. You will survive this crumbling. This is only for a short duration of time. But admittedly, it's going to feel intense. Okay, it's going to feel like, oh my gosh, like this is just so unbearable, because this is what's going on with these energies. But once it all passes, you are going to have this. It's going to be peaceful. If you want it to be beautiful, it's going to be beautiful. You just need to trust. Okay, the next card that we've got for you guys. Oh, okay, this one's come out. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Yes, again, following these alignments and readjustments, what needs to be let go of, and what's crumbling around you. You're going to be, it's creating empty space in order for this cellular healing to come in. All of these downloads that's going to be coming in, that's going to renew you. This awakening is, I tell you, it is so intense. It is so rough. I'm not someone that is, before, I think, oh, I don't know, as a younger person, I probably would have run away from it all, to be honest. But what I've gone through later on in life, and my life experience, my whole life has changed. My lifestyle, my way of thinking has changed. I have allowed myself to surrender and go with the flow and go with these changes, because it's the experience of these turbulent times that's going to help me to become a lot more stronger within myself. All right. The next card that we have got, I think that's, the void. Yeah. So in this space as well, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. There's certain things that's developing. Do you remember what I mentioned to you with regards to where manifestations are concerned? If it hasn't happened for you right there and then, sometimes between what you're thinking and manifesting and bringing in to the change of when it comes through, the results, there's that gap where that's that void where you know, it's like you're waiting for it to happen. It hasn't happened yet. Why isn't, what's going on? It's all been aligned for this to take place. But I feel, to be honest, this really needs to be crumbled permanently. There's no going back to this. And I feel that whilst you are embraced in this cosmic womb, this development, these new beginnings that's coming through, that's going to be bringing these to life, is that time when there's a lot of reflecting for you to do. Well, for me, I feel that way, definitely. Okay, moment to rest, and because to get to this, there's going to be work to do here as well, because you're going to be building, you're going to be co-creating, and that's going to take hard work within itself as well. Just one more card for you all. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Again, with this surrendering energy as well. And again, it's just bringing about this new colorful change. All right, that is happening. All right, it's happening, guys. We have to make sure that we stay very positive on that. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Okay, so again, with this restful period, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb, the body care, nourishing yourself. Okay, making sure that you are also activating the water before you drink it, in order to bring about this cleansing, healing, as well as protection for you as well. Okay, let's get stuck into the tarot. See what kind of messages that we get for you guys. Let's see what we're gonna get. Now remember, these are timeless as well. Even though it's about the gateway through the portal, energetically speaking, for the Lionsgate, this is timeless. All right, so you can always come back to this reading, as long as it's up on YouTube. If you want to sort of download it or whatever, do what you got to do in order to, just take notes from it if you have to, and cross off things that just don't apply. Get down, sit down, write, get a piece of paper and a pen out. If you're not sure of where to go, start to develop or create a life map about where you are and where you want to be. Even Pinterest is a great place. I do like Pinterest very much because it's very quite informative, and there's so many things on there that show you you know, what you can do to kind of help to, you know, improve your situation as well. So yeah, definitely check that out. Try not to be overwhelmed. I know it's difficult to, you know, it's easier said than done, but you've got to try, guys. This card wants to speak first. We have got the Four of Cups, knowing your worth and rejecting things, as I said to you, resonate with things that are going to take you towards your alignment, and let go of the rest that don't, okay? Be in this energy of meditating. If it don't feel right, or if you're questioning it, go within and find out. Research in order to develop your higher self. The next card that I have is the Knight of Wands. So a lot of passion that's running through. You might have a message that's coming in. But I feel, to be honest and to be fair, this Four of Cups is stronger than this Knight of Wands. So where these emotions are concerned, and also this fleeting, you know, when it comes in and out, you know, that kind of vibe there as well with this, what this Knight of Wands is all about. I feel that you're going to try your best to just try and stay in control of your emotions in order to make sure that you're able to think more methodically and more clearly. We have got the Death card. Yes, so this is all about the transformation. You're transforming, all right? This card is important. It's also about, I'm also picking up about things that you'd experienced in the past, taking those little segments from each situation and applying it to what you can and cannot do for your future self. But it's about staying in this present moment in time as well. And also cutting off any fleeting tendencies as well. You know, these hot flushes of like these passionate times or whatever. Really trying to just really stay really in control and really peaceful. I'm also picking up this vibe of like just releasing it all and just letting it go as well. The way how this figure is giving me this energy. Dancing your way towards transformation. This is great. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. How many cards is here? All right. Cool. Everything comes in threes. All right. So we have the Queen of Swords. Great. Clarity. Being very, very methodical. Logical. Yep. Cutting out the... You know that you're not out of the woods yet, but you can see a clearing. You're making a clearing for yourself. Again, with this protective energy, you've got your suit of armor, your armor of God on. Because there's going to be challenging times, darlings. You know that already. But you've already got yourself fully equipped. You've got everything that you need to take you through to the next level. All right? Don't ever forget that, guys. This wants to speak to us. We have got the Knight of Pentacles. So looking at things in the long term. Again, proceeding with caution. Because I feel that with this Four of Cups energy, it's allowing you to really, and again, with the power of the Queen of Swords and the Death card as well, this is about you learning from previous cycles, previous mistakes, and you are just being able to just really look at things for the long term. The Knight of Pentacles is very much about stability, tangibility, and if this is what you're trying to create, then you know, don't rush into it. You see how the Knight of Wands is there with the Death card and the Four of Cups? You're not into no kind of rushing. You don't want to do no rushing, but you just want to take your time this time. You want to be logical this time. You want to be able to proceed with, you know, proceed with caution. All right. And we have got the Three of Pentacles, making things work in your favor. Finding the tribe that you will, again, I said you're going to attract in this, you know, fabulous sacred trinity, your mind, your body, and your soul. Obviously, again, with the friendship vibes as well, you are going to be creating something really beautiful. And again, I'm picking up again on this community leader kind of energy. All right. Some of you might do gatherings in nature, in the heart of nature, where you both, sorry, not where you both, because I'm picking up more than one person. If this is you in your situation where you have a tribe already, and this is about you meditating, sort of dancing out these energies, really bringing up the vibrations, sitting down, discussing, reasoning with one another over fire, and just really bringing about a beautiful day. Some of you could actually be camping as well and picking up on camping for some strange vibe, or this is something that you would love to do and like to do with like-minded people. But this is really nice and pleasant. Okay, for some of you guys, you might travel somewhere where you see mountains in the background and you see a vast, a land. Like, I don't know, it's giving me like, like in the westerns, in those, the western films. So maybe this is kind of like what you kind of like, you're trying to attract in, but definitely about collaboration, not just with people around you, but also collaborating with the universe as well. All right. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Yes. Yep. This is definitely about collaboration. This is definitely about a coming together. It could be for some of you with regards to eventually coming into alignment with your person, but I more feel it's about coming into alignment with yourself first. You can't come into alignment with anybody else if you're not coming into alignment with yourself first, because if you are going to be continuing to be like this, then this is going to be really far-fetched. I'll be honest with you. You need to make sure that you are firmly put together, like the Queen of Swords. Okay, firmly put together, and really balancing out your emotions. You know your worth already. You know what you're going to be accepting and what you're not going to be accepting in order to bring this beautiful energy about. Remember, because of this sacred purpose. Okay, really important here, guys. This is what I've got for you. I really feel that this reading is come to an end now. Yeah, I feel that this is all there is to know for now, for what you need to do right now with yourself, with your goals, with your intentions. I hope that this has helped you. I really do. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Don't forget that you can always, just take what resonates and just leave the rest. If it's just one segment of the reading that's done wonders for you, then that's wonderful. If the rest hasn't, babes, don't worry about it. You are the boss. You are the shot caller. Okay, I'm just the messenger. I'm just the reader here, but you are the person that's going to lead your life. The Queen of Swords, very, into this beautiful collaboration with life. You are the artist. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks so much. Thank you again for your beautiful comments, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. I'm so thankful for everything that you guys are doing. And I'm so happy as well to see that most of you, guys, definitely really stepping up in your power, man. This is beautiful. Goddess energy. It's amazing. And especially on, a day like this, I'm so happy that I've done the reading on today, for the 8th of August, because I needed to see what kind of messages I was getting in. And, I resonate, with it, a lot for myself too. All right, guys, thank you again. Do take care of yourselves. I will be back with another reading, and enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your weekend, and prepare yourself for next week, because, it's all about being productive and focused so that you can get your blessings in order. Take care. Peace out.